Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan, marhaban bikum. Welcome everybody. I hope you're all well and in the best of health. And that's Yasser putting the microphone literally in my mouth. Why have to put it right in my mouth? What's wrong with you, man? All right, fair enough. Okay, people, we're live on 87.7 FM Radio Ramadan or Ramadan Radio with me, Moulana Khalil, and we're here now right away till around 11:05, inshallah. My mate Akidu is not here today, by the way. So inshallah, we'll have to do with the rest of the crew here. We got Muhammad, we got Yasser, and we got brother. We got three Muhammads today. Wow. Muhammad, the Pakistan. Muhammad, the local. Muhammad from Somalia. Yeah, mashallah. And then we got Yasser. Jazakallah khair for all your salam so far. Ahlan wa sahlan, marhaban bikum. I hope to be a cracking show this evening, inshallah. Really, really good show with your help and with your support, because the radio show only works with your support. The Instagram show only works with your support and help. So let's make it a super duper show. Salams from Leicester, says Muhammad Umar. And don't forget, you guys, you need to text me on 077 488 55055. First of all, you need to tell me where you're listening from, which parts of Leicester you're listening from as normal. We had two people, one person from Trinidad yesterday and one person from Indonesia. So internationally, mashallah, we had Indonesia on the map yesterday. We also had Trinidad. Salam, says Hej Vayani. I think this is from Australia. Looking forward to a cracking program. Yes, let's start with food. Talking of food, now I'm not going to talk about food yet, but I've got some delicious burgers in the studio, by the way. Nuneaton. MashaAllah, I was going to say MashaAllah. I can't believe I just said that. MashaAllah. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Blackburn Sharif. We got Blackburn Sharif, MashaAllah. We got Nuneaton Sharif. We got Leicester Sharif so far. Thurnby Lodge. Okay. Guys, don't forget you need to text me. 077 488 55055. Salams Moulana all the way from Leicester, says Modest Souk. MashaAllah. Highfields. MashaAllah. Super Highfields. Thermiston. Super. Bristol, I thought I was going to say Brazil for a second. Malawi, really? Muribanji, bro? Muribanji, all the way from, which part of Malawi you from? Salams from North Evington, says Samira. Assalamu alaikum, Moulana, from Birmingham, mashallah, from Birmingham, the Brummies. You know, I got to say, right, the Brummie accent, oof, that's a tough one to digest for me. The Brummie accent. I'm nothing against you Birmingham people, right? Oh, so we got Wigston, we got Blantyre, mashallah, Blantyre, Malawi. What time is it in Malawi now? It's a bit late, isn't it? Must be around 1 in the morning or something. Salams from Batley, Scraptoff Lane. Come on, people, I need a few text messages. I'm sure there's people listening on the radio, driving from Tarawi, Gold Coast Sharif, Australia. So we got Australia, we got Malawi, we got Bristol, mashallah. 077 488 55055. I'll say it again, 077 488 55055. Salams from Oldby as well. Salams from Downtown Burgers. I only heard about a Downtown Burgers. Are you trying to famous? Have you guys ever eaten from Downtown Burgers, you guys? Muhammad? Yeah, any good? Yeah, all right, whatever. Assalamu alaikum, Moulana. I am listening to the radio at the gym with my husband from Nazifa in Manchester. Wow. All right. Nazifa and husband in the gym. I hope you have a wonderful time, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. On the treadmill, what you guys doing? Treadmill, you know, I'm trying to think of something else, but whatever you're doing in gym, hope you're enjoying yourself, inshallah. From Anstey Heights, my dad, Farudala, gives salams. Give my salams to your father as well, inshallah. And for those who are not following me on Instagram, you can follow me. It's Moulana Khalil, inshallah. So please follow me on Instagram. A special salams too. I've got two people. I've got three people who told me yesterday morning I was listening to your salam. So one is Amin, who is married to my niece, Amin Ismail, or I call him Amin Chaiwala because his brother is Mustafa. Assalamu alaikum, Moulana, from Beaumont Leeds. Jazakallah khair. So salams to him. Also Iggy Master, legendary guy. He's a tall guy. His name is Iqbal Master. They call him as Iggy Master. He's tall, he's swift. There's a swagger about him, and he's probably one of the best decorators in town. Anybody want a job done, the man to call is Iggy Master. They Iggy, free promotion on radio, man. And the other person who loves eating cakes, who's probably listening to this program right now, is Muhammad Lambat, who's married to my Foy's daughter. He's a very, very fortunate guy. He's actually married to my Foy's daughter, alhamdulillah. So Muhammad, if you're listening, and you're still having some, what do you call it, cakes, then enjoy, inshallah. For our master, how's Arif, by the way? Is Arif okay? I've not seen him for some time. Assalamu alaikum from Derby. Wow, mashallah. Derby, Birmingham, Nuneaton, all of that done. All right, people, let's get, Jazakallah for the reminder, Sharifa. Right, can I ask all of you to recite your 50 Durood Sharif minimum, guys? We got 5 minutes for all of you on Instagram, all of you on the radio station, whichever area you're from in Leicester. Salams from my sister who lives in Thailand. Okay. MashaAllah. Is she listening, Samira, or is she just passed salams? Which one is it? Is she listening? So if she's listening, give her our special salams and tell her you can follow us as well. Amina Patel has done 50 Durood Sharif. On the radio station, Salams Moulana Legend Khalil. My name is Noor Hussein Nadir. I am 12 years old from New Parks, Leicester. My dad has been listening to you since since Radio Ramadan from the 90s, and now I am too. Love your show. Oh, that's just quite sweet. Does that make me really old though? From the 90s, your dad's been listening, and now you're listening. I'm glad you love the show. Moulana Sahab, can you give a shout out to Munju Sheikh? It says Mumju Sheikh. Okay, Mumju Sheikh, a big shout out to you. Salams from Rashamid, Khalid and Tasneem. Khalid and Tasneem, Jazakallah khair for texting 077. If you want to text me, it's 077 488 55055. But for the meantime, guys, I need all of you to do Durood Sharif. Zainab Yusuf has done Durood Sharif. Shaks has done his 50 Durood Sharif. Clear skin hair beauty laser. Wow. I guess that's for ladies only, yeah? Prayed. Salams Moulana says, Sadiqur Rahma. Sum Patel says, done. So, mashallah. MashaAllah. Arifa Musa says, done, Moulana. Shiru says, done. Zubair, done. MashaAllah, done. Salams from Rashamid, Khalid and Taslim, done that. 077 488 55055. Summi says, done. MashaAllah. Allah Ta'ala accept all of your Durood Sharif. Allah Ta'ala accept all of your Durood Sharif. Muhammad Lambat, are you listening? And how you got Kaju next to you? I'm going to ask someone to take a guess. They've got a pet at home. It's called Kaju. But what is the pet? Is it a parrot? Is it a cat? Is it a dog? Is it a hamster? What is Kaju? Anybody want to take a guess? It's my cousin's pet and it's called Kaju. It's a cracking name, by the way. Done. FBX says 50 Durood Sharif done. MashaAllah Ta'ala accept. MashaAllah. Salams Moulana done, says Abu Bakr. Jack Azhar Minhas from Coventry. The legendary Moulana Azhar Minhas. Maryam Review says it's a cat. Muhammad Umar says it's a cat. Okay. Moulana, you look mashallah. Astaghfirullah. What do you mean by mashallah? Could you just tell me what you mean by mashallah? Right. Okay. Parrot. Somebody says a parrot. Somebody says a hamster. 4 people have said cat. 5 people have said cat. Yasir said it's a nut. Yes, it's a nut. Done. Mashallah. Guys, keep your Durood Sharifs coming in. Kaju as a cashew must be a cat or a rabbit, says Arifa Musa. Noor ala Noor. Okay. Noor ala Noor. Mashallah. Cashew. Kaju. It's a good name, isn't it? Kaju. Right. Somebody says it's a fish. It's a fish. I'm going to let you know in 1 minute, inshallah. But guys, have you all finished your Durood Sharif, please? People who are listening in the gym couple from Manchester, have you finished your Durood Sharif on the gym, on the treadmill, whatever you want, inshallah? 077 488 55055. Is Muhammad Lambat listening, by the way? Anybody from Muhammad's house listening? Send me a message, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. And salams to Kaju as well, if Kaju's listening as well. It's a squirrel, Abdul Rauf goes. No, Abdul Rauf, it's not a squirrel, yeah? Me and my husband have done 40 duroods. MashaAllah, tabarak wa ta'ala. Asiya, mubarak to you and your husband. Mubarak to you and your husband, MashaAllah. Adnan Bala from Madinatul Munawwara is on. So we got Madinatul Munawwara, we got Malawi, and there was another international country, Australia. So we got Australia, Malawi, and Madinatul Munawwara. Wow, fantastic, fantastic. Allah Ta'ala reward you. Anyway, guys, how was... Okay, by the way, Kaju is a cat. Don't ask me who chose the name. Don't ask me why they chose the name Kaju. right? But yep, they got a cat called Kaju, and I tell you what, it's a lovely cat, mashallah. It's a lovely, mashallah, cat. Done hundreds, mashallah. Allah Ta'ala accept, inshallah. It's no, Hamza, there's no kangaroos here, man. Salams to the Batley boys. Salams to the Batley boys, lol. Right. Moulana Azhar, what's your cat's name, by the way? I said, Moulana Azhar's got a cat as well, right? And that cat is Moulana Azhar's best mate, by the way, right? It was also our cat Milo will be wearing jubba on Eid Day. No joke. Is that a joke? I've actually seen Kaju Billi. Yes, Kaju Billi. My brother's cat is called Musty. My brother's cat is called Musty. Okay, it must be a cat's Coco. Coco's cool, man. Coco is, mashallah. Coco is rocking, man. Rocking and rolling, mashallah. My cat's called Jinnat. Why on earth did you call your cat Jinnat for? Right? Why on earth did you call your cat Jinnat for, man? But kid, I can't remember what one of the other's cat's name is called. What's your cat's name called again? I'm sure it's not called Jinnat. That's 100% for sure. 077 488 55055. Right. Jinnat. You should call it Jinn. You do know Jinn is Tiger and Milo, my cats. Now, Jinnah. Pika, that's it. Moulana Azhar's cat's name is called Pika. What does Pika actually mean, Azhar? Is that a name of a character or something? My cat is called Layla. Since we're all sharing pet names, our cat is called Chiku and Lulu. Chiku and Lulu. But she behaves like a jinnat at night. Cats have these strange habits. You know what it is about cats, right? At night, they get into this jinn mode. And I think that's why you probably call it. They just start darting up the house this way and that way and that way. And I think that's why people call it. My cat is called Coco. My cat is called Simba. I tried to call it Gazebo, but wasn't allowed. My cat's called Black Panther and Princess. Shalom. Going to hunter mode. Right, mashallah. It's like a lot of you got cats, man. I didn't realize so many people got cats, mashallah. So anyway, Mubarak to your Jinnats, Mubarak to your Simbas, Mubarak to your Pikas, Mubarak to your Kajus. Have you got a cat, man? Yeah, I got a cat. It's called Coco Banu. She's the most beautiful, adorable cat in the world, man. My cat's the most beautiful. End of story. No competition. My cat is called Cheeky and Milo. F. Adams' cat is called Coco. Because we're not allowed dogs. My cat is called Turgut. Oh my goodness. You're joking. Turgut. Coco Banu. My cat name is Midu. My niece's cat is called Kaludi. Ya Allah. I don't know why I got started this topic for anyway. Chalo bhai. Jazakallah khair for all your pets' names now. No more pet names now. I just want to, before I get to my main point tonight, right, I was just want to ask you a question. I had a sort of chat up with a friend on this, right, and then I'll get to my main point, inshallah, right? Assalamu alaikum, Tahir listening from Rugby, mashallah. Tahir, hope you're well and in the best of health. Lovely. I think this is the first time we got something from Rugby, in my opinion, so lovely to have you on board. One of my techs is also a cat fan. Don't ask about Mucha. Okay, chalo. Bismillah, my friend cat called Azan. All right, no more cat names, people. No more cat names. We're done with cats. I'm going to ask you a question today. Okay, so I'll pass salams to... You know what, before I move on to my main point, I got to tell you this story, right? So this was on Saturday. It's on a talk of cats anyway, right? Has anybody ever come across... We come across the road rage, right? Has anybody come across cat rage? Now, this is no joke. And no word of a lie. So what happened on Saturday, I came out of Rahma Mercy. I was going on Morley Road. And as I came down, halfway down Morley Road, there was two cats, black cats, right? They must have been in a bad mood, right? They're standing in the middle of the road and they wouldn't budge. Standing in the middle of the road. I don't know if you've noticed, when a cat gets angry, it's like, the hair just goes, it's like they had an electric shock. You got ding, and it's sticking out. So... These two cats in the middle of Morley Road, right? No, they don't have a fight. There was a staring match. They just eyeball to eyeball, right? So I got up my car and I said, you know what? I need to break this cat fight up anyway, right? But when you go to when cats are a bit angry, you gotta keep your distance. So I'm trying to be really nice. Come on, move. And it just wouldn't work. So there's another car pulls up behind me on Modi Road. And he's looking at me like, what's this guy doing? What's this Moulana doing? So I said, brother, there's these two cats here. They've got into a little fight over here. You want to help out or something? So he tries as well. He goes, come on, move. They wouldn't do. There's a third car pulls up and a fourth car pulls, and there's now 5 cars in the middle of the road. And these two cats are having a proper staring match. So I said to that guy behind me, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring my car as close as I can to these cats. Maybe that might scare them, and they might just call it quits. So he goes, okay, you bring your car close. I brought my car extremely close to this club, but you know what? They wouldn't budge. They were in a bad mood, right? In the end, I think the guy stamped his foot, and then they both darted each way. But subhanAllah, first time in my life, this is called cat rage at its very best. And that's because if you put your hand there, the chance that they're going to scratch you, right? Are you talking about real cats or some random women? No. How can I call a woman a cat? 2 black cats. Just be to calm it down, man. So it got some proper cat rage, man. Wallahi, kasme bro, no joke of a lie. It was a proper Pat and Peggy, right? But I think it's always a good idea not to get involved in a cat fight, because if you try to get inside, I think they'll swipe at you, or they'll hiss at you, or they'll attack you. And cats can be quite, dangerous. Kasme bro. Anyway, so that was my cat story. Now, here's a quick question. I'm going to give you 6 minutes on this, then I'm going to talk about my main topic tonight, right? You should have sprayed some water. It's true, but I didn't have any water in my car. Who's Pat and Peggy? I mean, Pat and Peggy is somebody anyway. Anyway, here's a question for you guys. Because I've got brothers and sisters listening at home, and I've got you listening on Instagram, watching on Instagram. I'm going to ask a question to all of you guys, right? The text number is 077 488 55055. Right? Pat and Peggy Moulana, this turning into EastEnders. I didn't even know. I didn't know it was EastEnders. I have no idea. I watched probably EastEnders around 55 years ago, right? And then I probably saw a couple of episodes, and I thought, you know what? I got to end this, man. So hence it's called EastEnders. 077 488 55055. So let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question, right? This is for couples. This is not for the ones who are not married. This is for a question for couples, right? Who makes the worst patient? This is my question. Who makes the worst patient? Is it a guy when he's bimar, or is it a lady when she's bimar? Is it the wife who's worse when she's ill? Some people say men make bad patients, and some people say women make really bad patients when they become bimar. So I want to know. Somebody says husband. Okay, men. Okay. Guy. I think if all the guys are always men. Really? Okay, husband always. Men. Wow. Men. Dear, oh dear. Right. Why? Okay, give me a reason. Why do... Yasir said we should all have sabr. Husband, 100%. Why? Why husband? Why? Somebody says women. Finally, definitely the man. Men. Why is that? They must identify as male. Men, not me. Why is that? Nice. Notice, Moulana, guys are quiet. Defo men. There's a reason why these men-sized shoes. Very clever. My husband says he's dying always. Do they ever... I've heard this before as well, right? Some men say... I don't know. I'm trying to understand this. I think some men say when they become bimarka, you know what? I think my time is near now, and I could be going from this dunya. I've heard that from people as well. I think men can be a bit dramatic, right? Just like some guys, men being, I'll think they're on the... Yeah, that's... Dear, oh dear. I think sometimes men do act like they're on the deathbed. I don't know why is that. They start writing their will. Oh dear, oh dear. Both depends on situation. Yeah, exactly. And then when he recovers, he rips the will up as well afterwards. Yeah, everything's been written in illness. Men are too overdramatic when they are ill. Really? We just want to be... I think, and women, right? I think the way I look at it is women... I think women just get on with it. I think this is the way. I think women, when they become bimar, they don't make a big deal. men go into coma. We just we just miss being treated like a child. Yeah, I think some people say men become like little kids, like they want to be looked really pampered and looked after. And so I think the final answer to today's question is I think men are bad patients. Men are dramatic. Finally, a man admits to it. Women just have to have high pain. Yeah, I think women do have high pain tolerance, mashallah, if they've given birth to kids, obviously. Gee, we don't make a big deal. I think that's true. Women don't make a big deal. 077 488 555 I'd love to hear your messages come in as well. I think women, you're right. Okay, here's a message. My husband is definitely the worst patient. It's like I have 3 kids, not 2, huffing and puffing, and definitely a drama queen. He thinks he's on his he thinks he's on his last moments, but when he's recovered, it's like nothing happened. Subhanallah. Sorry, peeps. My wife took my phone the moment Moulana asked about questions. Subhanallah. Bichara. I think some men do go into child mode. There's a reason man flu has a definition. That's a good point, you know. But there's bird flu as well, wasn't there? The house still has to be running. Okay, guys. I think even the guys probably admit that I'm a bichara man. Okay, bichara, bichara. I think most men become bichare, man. And I think it's probably one of the Asian things, isn't it? When we become, no, this is not going to do with a man. This is generally about us Asians or Indians or Pakistani. By the way, Moulana, beautiful recitation today in Isha and Witr. Jazakallah khair. I think one of the things that happens to us, right, when we become bimar is in Asian tradition or Indian tradition or subcontinent tradition is the Lucozade bottle comes out. Do we still get Lucozade bottle? And we get that Vicks. You know, you have to rub Vicks on your chest as well. That's completely it's normal, standard as well. And number 3, you get that, small, you get it from Makkah, Medina, that small, it's like Vicks as well. I don't know what it's called. I forgot what it's called now. But yeah, I think that's a very Indian thing as well. Lucozade, Vicks, and that thing as well from Medina to Munawwara, Makkah to Mukarramah. That small, but yeah. Oh yes, and ginger ale. Green dawa. My husband heals be back to health on purpose. Green bottle, green oil, Zambuk, of course, Zambuk Azhar, of course, Zambuk standard, man. Crystal menthol, yes, balm. Green dawa, that's the word, green dawa. And they put iklu chopre, they put it on their chest and they put it on their neck and they put it around their ears. It's called gold medal, that's the one. It's called gold medal, right? MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Everybody, so I'm glad we're all on the same page, everybody. And I'm glad it happens in every single house. Oh, soup as well. What soup would it be used? Would it be vegetable soup, chicken soup? Gold medal is lethal. Tiger balm. If you don't rub the balm properly, right, then you're gonna touch it afterwards. Then you're gonna sting afterwards, right? So, yeah, okay. So, guys, what we've learned today is that men are really, really bad patients. For once, we men will admit that we like to be pampered. Zanina Ben, you're listening to this program. Baba Abdul Rauf, how is he when he becomes ill? Chicken soup, chicken soup with bones. If we were the soldiers to get chicken soup, deep heat for the oldies. Kapur, was this Kapur? Nutel works the best. This is hilarious. Today's show is absolutely hilarious. Terrible. Zanina Ben Abdul Rauf is terrible. I know, bichara. I mean, head massage for my husband works the best. Strong cup of masala chai. All right. On that note of masala chai, right? Alhamdulillah, in December, I went for Umrah. I went for Umrah. So I bought some mint back from Madinatul Munawwara. So recently, I've been making tea in the office for my office staff. And my office staff will be witness to this, right? You know what? I think Rahma Mercy has the best tea in Leicester, you know that. But I'm gonna keep that between us, and Moulana Azhar is listening. Special donor sorts out a blocked nose. Special donor. Maybe I should just ask the chaiwala guys. By the way, you know what? One of the guys here downstairs who works in the studio is very. I'm just gonna show you. Can you see these burgers? There you are. He bought some burgers here. Can you believe it? So Jazakallah khair to Muhammad for bringing 3 delicious burgers from home. MashaAllah. I don't know if I'm going to eat them, but I might just have a bite of one of them later. So Muhammad, where are you gone? Jazakallah khair to your family. Muhammad, Allah Ta'ala reward you. Right, people, I think the jokes are over and the questions are over. Let's talk a bit serious stuff now, mashallah. We have been over 150 people. This is our second show of Ramadan Kareem, mashallah. And we've had over 150 people watching. So Jazakallah everybody. I really, really appreciate you giving me time. And we've got people from all over. And I'm very, very grateful. Muhammad, somebody's asking, is it chicken or beef burger?
I think it's lamb. I'm not sure.
It's lamb.
No, it's beef.
It's beef.
Is it beef?
Beef. Beef burger.
It's the beef.
There you are, beef burger. Now that smell of it's making me feel hungry, man. Kasme yara. Anyway, Akil, I wish you were here today. Akil, you could have had this burger together. My mate Akil's not here today. I don't know where he is, but wherever you are, Akil, I hope you're listening to the show and enjoying the program, inshallah. All right, people, let's talk some serious stuff. So I've got around 16 minutes to go. Well, I've got nearly half an hour to go. These guys give me dodgy timings anyway, inshallah, right? Then after my talk, I want to talk about the Rahmah Mercy giveaway. The Rahmah Mercy giveaway, inshallah. So all of you stay tuned, inshallah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب زدني علما. My dear respected brothers and sisters, I hope you're all well and in the best of health, and I hope Ramadan is going absolutely super duper for you. For some it was the second fast, for some it was the first fast, and for some it was the third Taraweeh, for some it was the second Taraweeh. Allah Ta'ala accept all our ibadat until now, inshallah ta'ala. You know, I want to just mention something I mentioned this morning in my masjid after Fajr namaz is, one of the biggest sins we can commit as people, right? One of the biggest sins, right, is losing hope is in Allah's mercy. Losing hope in Allah, right? Being very, very down and you lose total hope in Allah is probably the biggest sin we can commit. I tell you what, and the reason I'm addressing this today, because we've got the whole month of Ramadan still. We've got 27, 28 days of Ramadan, right? And we need to make sure in these remaining days of Ramadan, we don't feel in our minds or in our hearts that, you know what, Allah's not listening to me. Allah Ta'ala doesn't care about me. I don't feel I can talk to Allah. I don't think Allah's listening. I don't think, because I've done so many gunas in my life. I'm such a sinful person. I'm such a gunigard person. I'm such a bad person. How can Allah accept my dua? And how will Allah accept my dua? This is the thing Shaitan puts in our mind, right? And I wanted to address this with all of you today in a few minutes. My brothers, my sisters, on Instagram and on the radio, on 87.7 FM, listen to me very, very carefully. Me and you, first of all, are no angels, okay? I'm not an angel, you're not an angel. I make mistakes, you make mistakes, right? We're insan. Some days we have good days, some days we have bad days. Sometimes we have many bad days, sometimes we have many good days, okay? This is part and parcel of life, right? We are not angels. We are not angels, far from it. We make mistakes. Sometimes we do lots of gunas. Sometimes we do one guna. Sometimes we do 10 gunas. Sometimes we do 20 gunas. Sometimes we're going through illnesses in life. Sometimes we're financially struggling. Sometimes all these things happen in life, and sometimes what happens to us, we feel let down. We feel Allah's not listening to us. We feel that we're so sinful and so dirty that Allah Ta'ala will not accept our tawbah. Right? So when that happens, so even when you're making dua to Allah, you know what's actually happening? You're half-hearted duas. It's a half-hearted dua. And Allah does not accept a half-hearted dua. Because when you want something so great like Jannat, when you want something so great like your forgiveness, when you want the closeness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you want to be close to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then when you're asking from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's got to be full-hearted, it's got to be with concentration, it's got to be with devotion, right? Because when you're making dua, you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I've done so many gunas, right? I've been taking drugs, I've been taking alcohol, I've been going out, I've been on a date, I've done this, I'm into gambling, I disobey my parents, I do this, and Shaitan puts all of this. So you're making dua, Allah forgive me, but you're thinking, I've got to do it again. Allah forgive me, will Allah forgive me? My brothers and friends, I just want to explain to you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that person from Bani Israel, just think of this example for 1 second, yeah? That person from Bani Israel who killed 99 people. We've heard this hadith a million times. But just think about what he did. Think about the crime. This guy didn't kill one person. This guy didn't kill 2 people. This guy didn't kill 10 people. He didn't kill 20 or 30 people. This geezer, this person went and killed 99 people. Then he sort of realized to himself, you know what, I've done wrong. Let me ask some person. And so he went to somebody and he said, listen, I've killed 99 people. Will Allah forgive me? That says, you know what, Allah's not going to forgive you. So he made it 100 century. Then he went to an alim. And he went to an alim and said, listen, I've killed 100 people, will Allah forgive me? The alim said, yes, Allah will forgive you, but there's a condition attached to it. You need to leave your town, you need to leave your city and go to a particular area and go there. There's pious people over there. Stay with the pious people, Allah will forgive you. The story in short is that he's traveling and he's traveling and he's traveling, right? And he gets there. He doesn't get there. He's just halfway, barely halfway. Allah takes his soul. The angels of mercy and the angels of punishment both arrive. But angels of mercy say, no. Angels of punishment say, he's killed 100 people. He's going to go into Jahannam. We're going to take his soul. Angels of mercy said, no, but he made an intention. He wants to change his life. We're going to take his soul. Allah says, okay, what's going on here? Both give the argument. Allah says, okay, measure the land, measure the earth. If he's closer to his old city, angels of punishment take his soul. If he's closer to the city of the pious, the angels of mercy take the soul. Measured it 1 handspan, that by this much he was closer to the city of the pious people. Allah said, okay, he can go into Jannat. Now I'm asking people on this Instagram show tonight, and I'm asking on 87.7 FM tonight, and I'm asking wherever you're listening, in Malawi, in Medina, in Australia, in UK, in Leicester, in Rugby, in Birmingham, have we done that many gunas? Have we killed over 100 people? Yes, we might have. We've done gunas. We've done gunas. I'm not saying we haven't done gunas, but to kill gunas, that's such a major, major, major sin, right? So my brothers and sisters, my respected brothers and friends, and my respected mothers and sisters, do not la taqnatu min rahmatillah. Don't lose hope in Allah Ta'ala's mercy. Don't let shaitan get to your minds. Don't let him get to your hearts. Don't let him get to you and say, you know what, you're not going to be forgiven, because Allah loves us so much, right? Those people who've got parents, and example, I've got my parents. My dad's around 87, mashallah. My mother's in her late 70s, alhamdulillah, right? Even now, right, although I'm in my 50s, my parents love me to bits. They'll go out of the way to do things for me. And I'm sure your parents will, even despite how old you are, you're still their child. You're still their child, right? And your parents will do so much for you, even at this age. My son, my daughter. My son, my daughter. My son, my daughter. My son, my daughter, right? They do so much for us. They do so much for us, right? Now, my point is, brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us more than our own mothers, right? Allah loves us, and a mother's love is subhanallah ajib, right? A mother's love is so ajib, we can't explain. Father's love is great, but a mother's love is something is truly, truly amazing, right? So Allah loves us more than our mothers, right? Do you think Allah gets pleasure in throwing us into Jahannam? You think Allah is happy just to chuck us into Jahannam? Allah wants us to see us in Jannat. Allah wants to forgive us. Allah wants to pardon us. Allah is looking for reasons to pardon us. So Allah says, example, you shake hands, Allah forgives your gunas. You do wudu, Allah forgives your gunas. You pray namaz, Allah forgives your gunas. You fast in the month of Ramadan, right? Allah Ta'ala forgives your gunas. You remove something from the street, Allah forgives your gunas. You smile at somebody, Allah forgives your gunas, right? You follow the sunnahs of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah forgives your gunas. Allah wants to forgive our gunas. Allah is looking for ways to forgive us. So my brothers and sisters, what I want to say to you today, if there's anybody thinking in your mind and heart today that Allah doesn't like me, and if you're thinking to yourself that, you know what, Allah doesn't want me, Allah won't accept my dua, wrong. 100% wrong. Allah loves you, folks. My brothers and sisters, let me just make this clear to you. Allah loves every single one of us, right? I just want you to pour your heart out to Allah from today, and don't make any half-hearted duas. I want you to make a full dua to Allah and say, Ya my Rabb, I'm weak in my dua, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, I'm really weak in my duas. I don't know how to ask, Ya Allah. I've done so many gunas, my Rabb. But I've heard from your Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that when you make dua, When you make gunas, and even if the from the space between the earth and the skies are filled with my gunas, but I've heard that you will forgive my gunas and pardon my gunas. Ya Allah, I've come to you. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says in hadith, that you walk towards Allah, Allah runs towards you. Subhanallah. Now you take one step, Allah takes many steps. Allah's mercy comes running towards us, my brothers and sisters. So please, this is my humble request. We've got 27, 28 days of Ramadan Kareem remaining. Do not lose hope in Allah's mercy. Allah is not a human being like me and you. I'll get upset with you. You'll get upset with me. We get upset with each other. We get mardy. We get upset. We don't talk to each other, etc., etc. But Allah is not human. Allah is Allah. And Allah is Almighty, and Allah is all beautiful, and Allah is Rahman al-Rahim. Allah is Kareem al-Malik al-Quddus al-Salam al-Mu'min al-Muhaymin al-Aziz al-Jabbar al-Mutakabbir. Subhanallah. Allah is absolutely beautiful. Allah is amazing. And Allah, you know what Allah wants, folks? Allah wants me and you just to raise our hands and say, Ya Allah, forgive me. Allah wants us to say, Ya Allah, please forgive me. Right? And I want you tonight, folks, at tahajjud time, or tonight before going to bed, or if you're too tired, then tonight, when you wake up for Sihri, I want you to say to Allah today and talk to Allah. Okay, Ya Allah, I've heard that you're all forgiven, Ya Rabbi. And Ya Allah, I am your sinful servant, Ya Rabbi. I'm come to you, Ya Allah. And I beg you, my Rabb, I want you to forgive me. And I want you to clean my heart. I want you to purify my heart. I want you to make me your servant, good servant of Allah. Your good servant, Ya Rabb. My folks, I want you to cry before Allah tonight. I want every single brother or sister watching this Instagram show. I want every brother and sister listening to the radio on 87.7 that when you wake up for Sehri, give yourself 5 minutes extra, give yourself 10 minutes extra, and I want you to pour your heart out. Even if you're going through bimari and difficulties in life, financial issues or family issues or this issue or that issue, do not lose hope in Allah. Allah, this dunya is a test for me and you. Just because I come on Instagram, just because I'm Moulana Khalil, you don't think I'm being tested? Of course I'm tested. I get tested in my way. You get tested in your way. We get tested in our way. This dunya is a test. Just because we get tested by Allah, just because we do gunas, right? It doesn't mean Allah won't accept our du'as. So my brothers and sisters, my message I want to give you tonight from this radio station, right? On the third night of Ramadan Kareem, I want to say to all of you, my brothers, my sisters, do not lose hope in Allah. Allah is waiting. The doors of Jannat are open. The doors of Jahannam are closed. Shaitan is locked away. What does Allah do on the first night of Ramadan? Doors of Jannat open. Doors of Jahannam closed. Shaitan locked away. Okay, my servants, come on, I'm waiting for you. I am waiting for you. And Allah is waiting and waiting and waiting. At iftari time, every day at iftari time, the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Allah Ta'ala frees 1 million people from the fire of Jahannam. Freedom of 1 million people at the time of iftar every single day. So by the end of Ramzan, minimum 30 million people are freed from the fire of Jahannam. Now if you're telling me, folks, that Allah won't accept our du'as, then we're making a massive mistake. Do not lose hope in Allah's mercy, brothers and sisters. Allah is waiting for us. Allah is waiting for us, right? So I'm giving my message to all of you tonight. I know, look, I come on Instagram and I come on the radio. I like to have a joke. I like to have a laugh. And the reason I like to do that is that I like to keep people hoping that you listen to my show. If it's all serious, maybe you won't listen to me. So I try to talk about food, I talk about drinks, I talk about this, I talk about that. But in the end, my message is, folks, the purpose of my show is, it's not just to have a laugh, it's not just to have a joke, it's not just to have fun and joke all the time. The purpose is have a joke, have a life, have a laugh, but at the same time get a message across. Because my brothers and sisters, we all come from Allah, and one day we all return to Allah. One day we all come from Allah, we all return to Allah, my brothers and sisters, right? One day, this guy who's doing the Instagram show, I won't be around. And tomorrow, folks, you're watching me on Instagram, you won't be around. We all have to go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my message to all of you, my brothers and sisters, tonight, listening to the show, inshallah, every single day, the idea is we will have a joke, we will have a laugh, but at the same time, inshallah, we are going to talk serious stuff as well. The idea is by Ramadan ending, we will become close to Allah. We will have the sunnahs of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam inside our life, inshallah tabarak wa ta'ala. And we will be true friends of Allah. And the ayat, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, kutiba alaykum as-siyam, kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. That by the end of this month, inshallah, we will have taqwa inside our life. We will have the awareness of Allah inside our life. We will have the love of Allah inside our life, inshallah. And us and Allah will become besties, inshallah. You know, we have besties in this world, yeah? I have a bestie, you have a bestie, everybody has a bestie. Hey, how about making Allah a bestie? Yeah, that's the plan, folks. My story, my point today is, let's make Allah our bestie, and you see what Allah does for us. Yeah, you know, when we're going through difficult times in life, you know, we pick up the phone, we speak to our bestie, and we say, "Bestie, I'm not feeling good today." And then your bestie will talk to you, or they'll come and meet you. You'll have a coffee together, you'll drink together, and they'll put a arm around you and say, "Listen, don't worry about it, man. I'm here for you. I'll support you, and I'll do all of this for you." And that's what besties do. Besties do that. Good mates do that. But how about if we make Allah Ta'ala? How about Allah Ta'ala making a bestie? Make Allah Ta'ala a bestie and see how Allah Ta'ala changes your life. And I promise you, when you make Allah a bestie, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will change your life for the better. Your heart, you might be going through difficulties in life, but you'll be happy with Allah Ta'ala does. Right? You'll be going for maybe hardship in life, but you're still happy. You'll say, you know, but this is from my Allah and I accept this from Allah, my brothers and friends. So this is my message to all of you. Let's make Allah our bestie. Let's not lose hope in Allah Ta'ala's mercy. Let's, tonight, in the morning, at suhoor time, when you wake up, inshallah, ta'ala, I want you to all make dua for yourselves. Cry before Allah. Let those tears trickle down the cheeks. Let those tears trickle down the cheeks. And ask for whatever your needs. Pour your heart out to Allah. I say this every single year. And then I want you to do, folks, is also make dua for me as well, inshallah. Make dua for yourselves. The only thing I ask from all of you folks, right, is if you can remember me in your beautiful duas, inshallah, and I'm so happy with that, inshallah. So my brothers and sisters, I hope today's talk has been beneficial. I hope it will be beneficial for me. I hope it will be beneficial for you. Remember, folks, the doors of Jahannam are closed, the doors of Jannat are open, the shaitans have been locked away. Allah Ta'ala is waiting now for me and you. It's our move now. We got to make the move now. Allah's made the move. We make the move, next move, inshallah. And it's such a move, inshallah, which Allah will love, inshallah. So, folks, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me the tawfiq. Allah ta'ala give you the tawfiq to become His true friends, inshallah, to become the true servants of Allah, inshallah. And may Allah always be pleased with us, inshallah. Dunya is short. Life comes, life goes. Money comes, money goes. Happiness comes, happiness goes. Pain comes, pain goes. This is dunya, and then eventually then we go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah ta'ala give us tawfiq to practice on what has been said. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Right, I'm going to ask you, so inshallah you're all going to read the Tahajjud. Let's have you texting in, inshallah. I hope we should have quick fire, 100 messages coming in. Yeah, we're going to do it, inshallah. Let's have, and then I'm going to talk about the competition, inshallah. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. We're getting some good response, MashaAllah. Jazakallah, Allah Ta'ala accept. Let's have some text messages as well. Anybody on text message, inshallah? 077 488 55055. 077 488 55055, inshallah. Lovely, MashaAllah. Jazakallah for your response. Jazakallah khair for your response. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Allah Ta'ala accept. Allah Ta'ala accept. Right. Okay. More messages coming in, mashallah. Allah Ta'ala accept. Allah Ta'ala accept all of your intentions, inshallah. You know, the good thing is that most of you are my regulars. Salams, bestie, says Habib Khatib. Habib Khatib, yeah, I won't call, yeah, all right, you're a bit of a bestie, but not totally bestie. A bit of a tall order, that, Habib. Okay, more and more Ameens, mashallah. Allah Ta'ala accept all of your intentions, people. Allah Ta'ala. I'd love to get a couple of text messages, man. Any text messages, Yasir? 077 488 55055. Come on, at least people listening outside Instagram, at least you say you're going to make an intention as well, inshallah. Let's hope to get 2 messages. No, unless I've got 8 minutes, inshallah. In 8 minutes, let me get at least 3 messages, man. It can't be too bad. I know most people are Instagram these days. Or Rahma Sweet Cones in production, Moulana. Your bestie is Abdul Rauf, but you'll never admit it. My bestie Abdul Rauf. Inshallah, Zunaid is passing his salams and saying Ramadan Mubarak and will join as well, inshallah. Yes, Sumaya, give Zunaid my salam, lots and lots of salams as well, and tell him looking forward to seeing him very, very soon, inshallah. Okay, it's just a message here. Imran Sheikhi, Assalamu alaikum. Imran Sheikhi, Bilal Jamal, Imran Sheikhi, I'm Bimar. Imran Sheikhi, haha, Maulana, you're kidding it. Nur Hussein Nadir, mashallah, Nur Hussein Nadir, subhanallah. All right. Abdurrauf, my bestie. I don't know if he's my bestie. Abdurrauf, are you my bestie? He's my mate. You know, he's a nice guy. He's bichara. He doesn't have many friends. I just sort of look after him and just pamper him and, stroke his head and just make sure he's all right. Salams, Ameen. Allah accept Ramadan Mubarak to you as well. Ameen, Ya Rabbil Alameen. MK, who's your bestie? Good question. Let me think about it. I do have a couple of besties, but, I'll have to think about this one. But then if I say, example, one guy's name, then, somebody might get jealous. So I can't afford any, jealousy on this show, man. So I'm going to keep that to myself. Maybe Yasser in the studio, my bestie. Yasser, my bestie? No? No. Muhammad from Deep Pakistan, my bestie? No. Oh yeah, he says yes. All right, Muhammad from Deep Pakistan is my bestie. Sadiq Kara, no chance, Sadiq. You're Moulana Azhar's bestie. Salman Natani? No chance, man. How can Salman Natani be Farhad? All right. Salman Natani. I got Tariq Master. Yeah, he's a good unite. Wait, me and Tariq are quite united, mashallah, in that way. But yeah, Tariq, FA Cup next week. But your league game by the end of Ramadan. So it's I have intentions. My connection keeps going off. Sorry, late reply from Nazifa in Manchester. MK's bestie is guaranteed a Mehman. How can a Mehman be my bestie, man? Kasmiyara, what makes you think Mehman is my bestie? What makes you think Mehman is my bestie? Your cat is your bestie, Moulana. Yeah, got it. My cat's my bestie, man. Coco Manu is my bestie without a doubt, man. Guys, while I'm talking about this, you do know about the Rahma Mercy giveaway. So I think on my social media page, tomorrow night, we're giving away 2 wonderful prizes, right? Arsenal just won on penalties, dodgy law. So, guys, listen to this very, very carefully, right, before we have 5 minutes after this. So, tomorrow night we're giving 2 giveaways. One is from Okie Smoky. Now, I don't know if any of you have been to Okie Smoky, but they do some delicious. Somebody asked, "Do cats go to Jannah, Maulana?" In the Hadith is written that animals will turn into soil, and that's the end of them. But I think if you ask Allah Ta'ala, then what do you call it? I'm sure Allah Ta'ala can do something for you, inshallah. Right. Can I just say this bit? No more comments. Let me just say this bit. So Rahma's giving, sorry, not Rahma. I'm doing a giveaway tomorrow. Yeah, not Rahma. I'm giving a giveaway tomorrow. Thanks to Okie Smoky, they're giving a £50 voucher. A £50 voucher, inshallah, ta'ala. And the other bit is Adon Abayas, right? So, to get this, what you have to do, you have to follow Moulana Khalil, you have to follow Rahma Mercy, and you have to follow these 2 companies, Okie Smoky and Adon Abayas. You have to follow. So you have to follow me, you have to follow Rahma Mercy, and you have to follow Adon Abayas, and you have to tag 3 people in. You have to tag 3 people in, inshallah, ta'ala. And you don't follow Ramadan Radio, Ramadan FM. Try not to follow Ramadan FM at all. That's the worst people you want to follow. But if you want to, you can do it. That's optional. So tomorrow, inshallah, at 11:15, we're going to spin the wheel, inshallah, and we're going to choose 2 winners, inshallah. It's Ammara. Hope my Kaju goes to Jannah. Ammara, so you've been watching all this time, and now you decide to text. Is your dad eating cakes, Ammara? What's he doing? Just let me know. And who's Kaju sitting next to, by the way? Is it next to your mum or your dad? And in your opinion, who does Kaju love most, mum or dad? So, guys, tomorrow's giveaway, a big jazakallah khair to Okie Smoky, a £50 voucher, and a big jazakallah khair to Adon Abayas. They're giving away abayas tomorrow, inshallah, ta'ala. The winner will be announced tomorrow, inshallah, at 11:15, roughly, 11:15. Oh my God, my dad is eating a cake right now with his tea. I knew it. And you know what, Amara, your dad always blames me, "Monster to make khawani jawat karo," but look at him, he's at it himself. MK, if I win the voucher, I'll take you. Bear that in mind when you announce the winner tomorrow. All right, fair enough, Ahmad. If you become the winner, then why not? I'll come with you for a meal, inshallah. Ta'ala. So, people, you have to. Kaju is sat between them both. Fair enough, inshallah. Where you follow in. Can you write in English, please? Where you follow in social media. Is this somebody from Pakistan writing this? I knew it. Sorry, Azhar, yeah? They're listening into. Salams to Shamim and salams to Muhammad. Hope you well. Muhammad Ochuke Kaje. Tabiyat wadi jahe Ramzan na mahina ma. Right? So people, to get this prize tomorrow, Okie Smoky, right? Or Adon Abaya, you have to follow me, Moulana Khalil, you have to follow Rahma Mercy, you have to follow these two companies, Okie Smoky, and tomorrow, 10:45, with all the names in the hat, inshallah, we're going to spin the wheel, inshallah, tabaraka wa ta'ala, and we shall announce the winners, bi-idhnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala. Right, people, only 2 minutes to go. They said, wassalam. Is he still eating cake, Amara? I can't believe it. Maru nam later, Papa, and he's eating cake himself. All right, people, don't forget, Tahajjud Namaz, you're going to make dua for me, you're going to make dua for yourselves as well, inshallah. It's been a pleasure coming on the show tomorrow. Who's going to spin the wheel? Don't worry about that. I'll be spinning the wheel, inshallah, tabarak wa ta'ala. Allah willing, I'll be back tomorrow night, inshallah. Keep me in your wonderful duas. Any VAR checks after the wheel has spun? Yeah, it depends whose name it is, inshallah. A big salam to Abdul Rahman Janar. Now, Abdul Rahman Janar is one of the, he's Kasmiyar, he's a smart looking guy. You know, if there's any sisters looking for a, mashallah, good guy, you know, I can vouch for him, mashallah. He's a lovely guy. I think he's looking as well. So, Abdul Rahman, yeah, I've just put you live on air now. So, you might start all these proposals now. But you better change your photo. Put your real photo now, by the way, yeah? Profile. 1 minute to go before Muhammad, are you two married as well? No, you still with your teams, yeah? Okay, I knew it. You look it as well. Okay, will you miss me tonight? No, Sadiq, I feel definitely miss you tonight. But like I said, if you feel lonely, just call one another. Yes, brother Janar. Second, he's a good lad. Okay. Oh dear. Guys, it's been a wonderful evening. It's been a great show, alhamdulillah. Thanks to your support, inshallah. Without your support, this show wouldn't have been possible. And you know, the funny thing is, we didn't talk about marriage. It was yesterday we talked about marriage a lot for obvious reasons, but we have this little mention at the end just today. So thanks to Brother Abdul Rahman Janar. Right, people, what's the topic tomorrow? I have no idea. I'll think about it tomorrow. But if you have any suggestions, DM me, inshallah, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Allah Ta'ala keep you all well. Allah Ta'ala keep you happy. I'm going to have a bite of a burger, inshallah. You guys do what you want to do. We will meet tomorrow. We will speak tomorrow. Take care. Have a wonderful evening. From me, Moulana Khalil. Assalamu alaikum